Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing a full gold star showcase on ELSA, the assassin in the moonlight. So we're going to be taking a look at our skills and everything, just the basic unit, and then we'll take a look at my stats in comparison, and then we'll take her into some PvP and do the PvP showcase there. So beginning with her leader skill, all allies HP 35%. There's, I think, plenty of these looter skills in the game, but this is always solid one to have. So if you don't have one, this is pretty good. Then we have HP 13k, pretty good. Attack 100, or what is it, 1000, 1100 attack. Sorry, my brain, it's 4:20 a.m. so leave me alone. So we have 1100 attack, pretty solid. Defense is 700, pretty solid, that's okay. Agility is pretty high, 176. Crit rate 50%, and then crit damage a 150% from the average 120%, so that's pretty solid there. Debuff chance 20%, that's fine. We don't really need debuff chance here with this character. Then we have debuff resistance toward 35%, pretty solid. With her basic, she deals a physical attack to a single enemy with 400% power with a 100% chance to increase attack for 2 turns. So this is definitely something you probably want to do or consider doing before you hit your S2, because it is giving you an attack buff unless someone else in your team is buffing you. But if you don't have a buffer, she's very self-sustaining, as you'll see later with this kit. Then we have her skill 1, which is a passive. When landing a critical attack, 100% chance to recover HP by 15%, 100% chance to remove 1 debuff and decrease skill cooldown by 2 turns, and 10% chance to attack again. So this is a lot to take in for 1 crit. So basically critting is the game with this unit. And then not only are you having a chance to attack again, you're healing and you're removing your debuffs, or 1 debuff per crit. Then you're decreasing your cooldown by 2 turns, which is really good. So then her skill 2, physical attack, single enemy with 1200% or 1200% power. Again, slow brain. 100% chance to reduce enemies' action gauge by 50%, and a 100% chance to increase self crit rate for 2 turns. I would have liked the crit rate and the attack, I think, on the basic and the skill 2 to be flipped. I think it just makes more sense, because I think your big damage is when you crit, so having that crit chance up when you hit your skill 2 just makes sense. But when you get a crit rate after you've already used your skill 2, it's just counterintuitive, I think. You're still gonna have that buff, but you could have had that buff the first hit, so it's whatever. She is her, actually we'll go over her bonus stats right here. HP 10%, agility 10%, crit damage 30%. So this is big right here. At least last 2 are really good for her. Then her attributes are physical and physical. There's let me check her attributes. She's on 1 attribute, and I wonder what it is. I'm gonna see. Yeah, physical. If you know anything about ELSA as a character, she is not this. So there's a reason why in the game they've removed it, and yeah, so I'm guessing once we get a season 2 version of this character, they will fix this ELSA as well with the correct placement. So we'll have to wait until then. Let's go on, switch over to the game. Hold on, let me fix the settings here. Oh wait, no. I just need to fix my window. It wasn't the settings. Okay, there we go. So looking at mine, mine is gold. I mean, obviously, it's in the title, the thumbnail. We have 14k HP, 1500 attack, 700 defense, 187 speed, 50% chance to crit, 190 crit damage, and 20% chance to debuff, and 35% resistance. We'll take a look at my hammers. So my crit chance, or my crit damage, is insanely high, but I don't recommend this. I actually built her before I knew how to really build units. These top hammers are okay, but I think you can try, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I think you can potentially take off attack and try HP, because once you again with her skills, which is her passive. Yeah, when you land a crit, you're healing 15% of your total HP. So the more HP you have, the more you're gonna heal per crit, and then you can potentially have crit chance here in 3 and 4. And then I think I would keep 1 to 5 attack, or 1, 2, and 5 attack. So I think that's potentially another build you can do. But this build is basically the go-to build that you would want, except 1, 2, and 5 should be attack. That is when my knowledge, or my lack of knowledge, comes into play when I built her, because she was my first unit basically in the game that I really wanted. I started the game on her banner, so she was the one that I went all in for, and I got insanely lucky. I pulled like an ELSA in like every 2 multis, or like it was insane. My luck was wild. So she was basically my first gold star, and I was very happy because I love ELSA as a character. So yeah, again, you probably want to change 1, 2, and 5 to attack, and then you could potentially run crit chance here, but I just prefer the gamble with crit damage. I put a crit chance memory on her, as we'll see later in the video, but yeah, so this is basically my setup. Now we'll take it into PvP. I have been grinding, and I am very happy with my placing. So this looks like an easy team, unless I get debated or something. We will be using her leader skill because it's her showcase, and we'll just, you know, let her do her. This is her memory, by the way. This is the memory that came with her in our banner. It is gold, but I think having crit chance just will allow us to see way better potential out of her. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. And then also, the numbers are going to be lacking because, again, I don't have those SP hammers critical, which is a big fault on my part. This is very loud for me. Okay, so we'll take out someone who's annoying. I guess we can take out Priscilla. She's pretty annoying. We want type advantage for Amelia. See what she can do. 17k on a crit, so pretty good. Again, she doesn't have that attack buff that she gives herself on her basic, so we'll have to try and get that one to be shown. See if we can kill Graham here. I kind of want to get that attack buff. Okay, so if we crit here, we have a second chance of... so we have the crit rate increase. So if we crit here, we have a second chance of attacking, a 10% chance. So then we can use the S2, but I want to get this attack buff. Let's see if we can attack again. Yes, we can. Okay, now we can see an attack buff as well as a crit rate buff, so we'll see what she can do. 19k, so that wasn't type advantage or type neutral or anything. I think it was type that can be considered type neutral. So 19k basically on a crit type neutral. Again, she's going to be lacking a little bit of damage because, again, I don't have her built properly with her SP hammers, but I think those are overall pretty solid numbers. She's not as consistent as I would say Sword Saint. Sword Saint gives herself, you know, so many buffs, and there's no crit defense in this game, so Sword Saint giving herself so much crit, you know, rate just makes her that much more reliable. So I think Sword Saint, of course, is definitely the better option. ELSA is a little outclassed nowadays, but it is what it is. We know with every unit that's just going to happen eventually, and I think ELSA just does a good job at least trying to stay in the meta. So 8k normal, or with a crit, no attack buff. And Anna is basically just gonna stomp us because she's a nutty unit, but this guy doesn't really have her well, or any of these units well built. So I got really lucky actually. I believe that from top to bottom gives you more points. So you going all the way to the bottom of your opponent's list, for the most part, gives you more points. So this is like the bottom team, and it's super easy. So that's really good. We're gonna go ahead, attack down. See what an S2 looks like. 2k without a crit, so her potential definitely lies with that crit. And here we are again attacking, which is always really nice. You know, Krush has a guaranteed second turn, but you know, ELSA was doing it first before it was cool. So we'll go again to the very bottom. How's this team looking? This team doesn't look too scary. I think as long as Roz dies, we should be okay. And keep in mind, we do have a lot more HP because of ELSA's 35% HP, and she is quite speedy. you know, that DPS is a little lacking if you don't build it properly and you don't know what you're doing, but you know, her speed is there. That base speed is still pretty nasty in my opinion. And let's see if we can get this crit here. Nice. So Elsa doing the most for us. She's been very reliable. I'm really pleased with how this showcase has been for Elsa. She's been looking absolutely great. I want to defense down this Amelia so I can butter her up for Elsa. Not yet, because, you know, invincibility. I guess not. Oh, she froze my Elsa. Oh, and they're attacking. That sucks. I guess we will probably stun you. We don't want you to do anything. Okay, the stun didn't pop off because I'm not using the Val Ram lead. So yeah. We will take out... I guess we can take out Teresia here. Oh, or not. What do I want to do here? See if we can taunt you. Okay, she just died. This showcase is going to hell really quick. Okay, so we have an attack up, but also we have an attack down. I'm not sure if they cancel each other out or one has a higher percentage, but we'll have to see. So 6 getting a crit with a defense up, so nothing too crazy. Again, I think the way definitely to build units is having that attack again in the SP slot from 1, 2, 5, because I think attack just scales really strong. Like I don't even think it's worth having crit damage. The only reason I have crit damage in those SP slots is because in 3 and 4 you can actually build attack, so having those is basically the second best thing. So do I want to fight this team? This team looks pretty nasty. I think I would take this team on if I was running my normal Val Rem, but I want to have, you know, a showcase of Elsa, basically. Do it the most she can for the team. I think there will come a point where I can't run a certain unit's leader skill in PvP, so we'll have to like wait until that day comes, but for now we should be okay. HP is a solid leader skill to have. It's definitely outdated a little bit, but it is what it is. Christmas Leahs are super overpowered in the meta right now. Every Leah literally outspeeds my Val Ram, and she has idle memory, which is insane. If you didn't know, Christmas Leah is actually faster than Val Ram at max speed. And then I think what everyone is doing is actually putting hooded Amelia's memory on Christmas Leah, and then they're just wrecking me. So I'm gonna have to take out this Leah because even if she's stunned and if it's her turn, I still get frozen. So we're gonna have to take that out, and we'll do a little Elsa versus Elsa here. See if we can take her out. No crit, unfortunate. I think if we did crit, we did have the potential of taking her out. I think we get full stun, so that's okay. And then we got Crucial counter, almost kills. We'll probably kill, or probably stun you. Let's go ahead and just waste this. No biggie. I want Elsa to kill off Elsa. I think that'd be very poetic. So we can also take a look at this Elsa going. She got her double attack, and she did some solid work to my Sword Saint. My Sword Saint still has her defense buff, which is really good. So I think I'm just showing you how strong and the potential of Elsa. So yeah, I think we'll kill her there. See, defense. I believe defense down is like a 80%, and then once you crit, you know, it's over. So yeah, really good showcase of our basic right there. Alright, we got one more match. See if we can make it a good one. Kind of want to fight that top team. Honestly, this team looks pretty interesting. I kind of want to take it on. So Felix is probably going to be the bane of my existence here. I think Priscilla could be really annoying with her health regen, but definitely Felix with his debuff invincibility. And he doesn't get debuffed, of course. Neither does Krush. Very bad. Alright, I think, yeah, we're going to set Elsa up here and see if she could bring it home. 9k crit. Very close. It may not look it, but that was very close. So, see if we could stun you again. Okay, that's really good. Then we're probably going to defense down her, yeah. Let's take her out. And we'll add some more debuffs on you. Nothing too crazy. You don't have to think too hard about this. This is after I showcase for Elsa. See if we can get another attack on her. Alright, let's see if she can kill here. Nice. So she's basically not going to be your main DPS anymore. I think times have changed. She's definitely outclassed, but I think she can be a reliable second. She could definitely finish off some of these units and just really clutch it out for you when you really need it. So Crush is going to go into counter. We'll probably stun you or not. I want to do type advantage here. We have again the attack buff. No defense down, so we'll see how this goes. 24k, nice. And we get to attack again. That was really good. I'm not sure if that was a crit or not, because I believe that the colors of when you crit and when it's type advantage are the same, so you can't really tell. But yeah, I think I'm losing my voice. This video's been too long. Anything over 8 minutes, I'm dying. So yeah, that was a little showcase on Elsa. Again, also I didn't even mention her banner's back. You have 4 days. The reason it's so short is because it's actually her birthday. Her birthday is today, the 29th, the beginning technically of Golden Week. So every time we get a big Golden Week celebration, expect something related with Elsa to come with it. So if you want to pick this unit up, you know, she's not a bad pick if you don't have a single target DPS. She's very cool. I love her kit. I think it's really fun. I completely forgot to showcase her action gauge, but again, that S2 can stop people's action gauge from, you know, filling up. So basically, Val Ram with her idle memory gets completely nullified when Elsa hits her S2 on her. But of course, you know, that memory is going to start Val Ram off of 50%, so you're gonna have to be fast enough to catch up to that 50, and then you're gonna be fast enough to surpass that 50, and that's just not gonna happen. But theoretically, if Elsa were to be faster, you can just basically full reset that memory, and that memory would be like it never existed, I guess, on that Val Ram. So she's definitely very useful there if you remember to use it, unlike me. But she's also outclassed. You know, Sword Saint is a great, absolutely fantastic single target DPS. You definitely want probably her over Elsa in my opinion. Again, but if this is your favorite character, you know, go for it. These gacha games, you know, just play the way you want to play what makes you the happiest. Sometimes I'm happy simping out. Sometimes I'm happy being super smart with my gems and saving for like a year and only summoning on the best banners. It depends. My mood changes, and I'm sure yours probably does too. And you might love this character right now. You might simp out, and then like next week, you know, an overpowered character is gonna come out and you're gonna regret it because you just want to play smart now. So it comes and goes. Again, Sword Saint's better. I think if you want to summon on a single target DPS, she's not a bad option, but you definitely want to save for when Sword Saint comes back. I don't know when that will be because it was only such a short time that she's been gone. I think the only time that we might see her arrive sooner than expected would be like, again, like a birthday, like Elsa's. But yeah, so you have to make your own decisions, and I hope you enjoyed the showcase. It was a lot of fun. I had so much fun, you know, with this unit when I first got her. I had so much fun making the thumbnail of this video because I think it looks super cool. And overall, I just wish she was a lot better because I absolutely adore this unit, and I wish I could keep using her forever. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Very long video again, sorry. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.